K-pop, right?
Yeah.
It's like everywhere these days.
Oh, yeah. It's totally exploded.
And for good reason. The music, the performances, it's all top-notch.
Definitely. And there are so many amazing groups out there right now.
Which brings us to today's deep dive, because we had a ton of you requesting this one, I-DLE.
Ooh, yeah. They're fascinating.
So we've got stacks of fan theories, articles, interviews, the whole 9 yards. And we're going to see what we can dig up.
Exactly. Unpack it all.
And where better to start than with the name itself, I-DLE. Even just saying it out loud, it's catchy, kind of mysterious.
It really is. On the surface, it seems simple, but it's actually really layered when you realize it's using both Korean and English to create meaning.
Right, like a code almost. So I did some digging, and gee, it's not random. It actually comes from the Korean word yeja, which means woman.
Oh, I see. So it's got that feminine energy baked right in.
Yep. Then you add the I for individuality, that dash to separate things. But then DLEHistory, this is where it gets kind of tricky.
Yeah, DLEHistory comes from dul, which acts like a plural marker in Korean.
Okay, so like adding an S onto the end of a word in English to make it plural?
Exactly. And that gives us I-DLE, which translates to, wait for it, children in Korean.
No way. So the whole thing together, I-DLE, means children.
Exactly. Isn't that cool? And the really clever part is that it works on 2 levels. You've got the woman and I representing a group of individual women, but then the whole word itself also means children.
Whoa, that's pretty brilliant. It's like multi-level meaning,
Right.
which knowing K-pop wouldn't surprise me if that was intentional.
Oh, absolutely. It plays into that K-pop duality of, presenting a group as these strong, independent women, but also with that youthful, playful energy. It's super effective, and it's there in their name from the very beginning.
Which makes me think about their debut EP, right? 2018, I Am. Like they were leaning into that individual part of their name right off the bat.
Totally. They weren't shying away from it at all.
But then you've got, well, their journey hasn't been all smooth sailing. Soojin's departure in 2021.
Right, after those bullying allegations.
Yeah. And that must have had a huge impact on the group. To navigate something like that, it brings up those bigger conversations about idol culture and the expectations placed on these performers.
For sure. And how these groups handle such sensitive issues, it's never easy.
And for a group whose name is literally built on this idea of individual women, how do you even function when one member is suddenly gone?
Yeah.
Did it change their dynamic, their sound?
Right. It wasn't just a clean break.
Exactly. There are all these ripple effects.
And I think you see those reflected in how they've moved forward, both musically and as a group. The remaining 5 members, their sound, it evolved. Maybe not directly because of Soojin leaving, but it adds another layer to how we understand their concept of individuality.
It's almost like that children aspect of their name comes into play, right? Not in a childish way, but in that sense of growth and adaptation.
Yeah.
They faced a really tough situation and they came out the other side.
Exactly. There's a resilience there. And that resonates with fans because it's real, it's human.
Right. It shows they're not just a manufactured image. They're a group of women figuring things out, just like we all are.
It makes them relatable.
Absolutely. It's like so much to unpack there. And that's what I find so fascinating about I-DLE. Their name isn't just a name, it's a clue.
Ooh, I like that. A clue to what?
A clue to how their music, their performances, even their personal journeys all connect back to this idea of individual strength, but within a group.
That's deep. So it's like, if their name is a promise, what does their music actually deliver on that promise? Where do you see those echoes of woman and I and even children in how they present themselves?
That is the question, isn't it? And that's what we want you all to think about as you dive deeper into I-DLE. Don't just listen to the songs, but really look for those threads. I think you'll be surprised how much their name reveals if you pay attention.
Absolutely. It's more than meets the eye.
So much more.
Yep.